In this video lesson, let us continue to understand about the formation of octahedral complexes. In this case, let us understand regarding those complexes which contain 6 electrons in the orbitals of d. 6 electrons in the orbitals of d. Let us take up the example of cobalt. Cobalt, its symbol is written as C capital and a small o. So care should be taken by the students to distinctly write the symbol of cobalt, and atomic number of cobalt is 27. Let us write the electronic configuration of cobalt in the ground state. Electronic configuration of cobalt in the ground state. We need to accommodate these 27 electrons. So let us try it by the standards. It's going to be argon followed by 4s2 and 3d7. Now let us write its orbital structure for d and for the s orbitals. As we know, there are 5 orbitals of d. So there goes all the 5 orbitals of 3d energy level, and there is only one 4s orbital. And let me write the filling of the electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So these 2 orbitals of d will contain, 3d will contain paired electrons, and 4s will also contain paired electrons. Point to remember here is that when 4s orbital is there, we also will have the presence of 4p orbitals, which are 3 in number. 1, 2, 3. Let me put it properly. So there are 3 orbitals of p, 5 orbitals of d containing 7 electrons, 1 orbital of 4s containing 2 electrons, 3 orbitals of 4b which is empty. All these 3 orbitals of 4p is empty. Let us see what will happen when cobalt becomes cobalt 3 plus ion. It will become cobalt 3 plus ion when it loses 3 of its electrons. From the orbital diagram, let us focus and learn from where these 3 electrons are lost. The 2 electrons from the 4s orbital will be removed. That means now once this CO becomes CO3 plus, it will not be containing any electrons in the orbitals of 4s. The next electron to be removed is this electron, which is a paired electron from the 3d orbital. So let me write the orbital diagram and the configuration when CO becomes CO3 plus. What is the electronic configuration when CO becomes CO3 plus? Argon, this is inner configuration level. This will be retained as it is, no change with this. Now this will lose 1 electron, so therefore from 3d7 if 1 electron is lost, it's going to be 3d6. Then 4s, both the electrons are being lost, so 4s will be 0, and then 4p as it is, it was empty. So let me also draw the orbital diagram for the orbitals of d first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 orbitals of D. Let me draw the diagram little more specific with the place. Okay. So first electron, second electron, third electron, fourth electron, fifth electron, and there goes the sixth electron. Now 4s 0. This is empty orbital now. As it is, the 4p orbitals were empty. So all the 4p orbitals are empty. Now when the ligands approach CO3 plus ion to undergo coordination complex formation, let us see how it can behave. There are two possibilities for the behavior of CO3 plus ion to undergo complex formation. Now it depends on the type of the ligand that will be approaching the CO3 plus ion, that is cobalt 3 plus ion, for the complex formation. If the strong ligand approach which has large bonding energy, then it will have a different effect on CO3 plus altogether. It will force the pairing of these unpaired d electrons and then will create definite number of vacant orbitals. Say supposing there are 6 ligands which are approaching. Again, why am I talking about 6 ligands? Because we are discussing formation of octahedral complexes where the coordination number will be 6. Now, under that we are discussing about the complex formations containing 6 electrons in the orbitals of D. Now, you can see in this case, CO3 plus is containing 6 electrons. And these 6 electrons are present in the orbitals of D as shown to you here. Only one of the orbital of D will contain paired electrons. The remaining 4 orbitals of D will contain unpaired electrons. Now, if the approaching ligand is stronger, it will make these 2 unpaired electrons of the D orbital to undergo pairing with these 2 d orbitals. Therefore, the configuration will be different. In case, if the approaching ligand is a weak ligand, if it possesses less bonding energy, then it cannot force up the pairing of the d electrons. Then these d electrons will be remaining untouched as it is, and then it will take up the participation of the d orbitals belonging to the valence shell. When 4s is there, 4d, 4p and 4s is there, 4d is also obviously going to be there, and that orbital will also be empty, and the weak ligands will take the participation of 4d orbitals. Strong ligands will take the participation of 3d orbitals. Therefore, they form differently the inner orbital complex and outer orbital complex. Now let us take up with the example of amine ligand, which is a strong ligand which is approaching. So if the amine ligand approaches, it will force these d orbital electrons to undergo pairing. So what will happen now? For CO3 plus ion, argon will be there, and then 3d6 will be there. But then what would be the status in the orbital? Let us check it. 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5. So now let us check the force pairing. Now there is 4s which is now empty, and there is also 4p which is empty, and there are 3 orbitals of p. Okay. So now 6. How will be the forcing pairing will be happening? Already there are paired electrons in one of the d orbital, and now what will happen? One electron from here will jump, and therefore this orbital of d is also getting paired electrons, Now this will jump to this orbital. Therefore this orbital of D is also containing paired electrons. So as a result, what is that we observe? We can find that this has made 2 of the D orbitals empty. As it is, there was one of the 4s orbital empty and then 4p orbital also empty. So therefore, what is that we can observe? We observe that there is involvement of 2 of the inner D orbitals and then 1 of the outer 4s orbital, 3 of the outer 4p orbital for undergoing hybridization. So they undergo 2 D orbitals, so D2, 1 of the S, so S, 3 of the P, so sp3. So what is the type of hybridization we observe? We observe D2 sp3 hybridization. Now this kind of hybridization is observed provided if the approaching ligand is having larger bonding energy or if it is a strong ligand. So now what will happen? Once the 6 ligands are there, 6 amine ligands, they will donate 6 pairs of electrons. Then what will happen to CO3 plus now? Cobalt 3 plus ion, what will be the status? These are the orbitals of 3D. These 3 orbitals I am writing, which contains paired electrons satisfying 3d6 condition as it is. And now I write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the hybrid orbitals which are now possessing same amount of energy. Before hybridization, these atomic orbitals possessed difference in the amount of energy. Now, after the process of hybridization, they now possess same amount of energy. Now, what are these? These are D2 sp3 hybrid orbitals. They are containing same amount of energy. Now what else will happen? These empty orbitals of CO3 plus ion will overlap with the filled orbitals of the ligand where it contains lone pair of electrons. Therefore, these empty orbitals of D2 sp3 hybridization will now contain 2 electrons each. So let me just write. From where did they get these 2 electrons? These are the electrons donated by 6 ligands. Each ligand donating a pair of electrons. So what are these? These are the electrons of ligands. These are the electrons of how many ligands? 6 ligands. And therefore, this will be the final electronic configuration in the valence and the penultimate shell that we observe. So now, as you can see, even these d orbitals and even these D2 sp3 hybrid orbitals, they are containing only paired electrons. So therefore, they do not exhibit paramagnetism. Instead, they will exhibit diamagnetic property. So they exhibit diamagnetism. Because there are no unpaired electrons here, we find all the orbitals containing paired electrons. So therefore, they are exhibiting diamagnetic property or diamagnetism. And what is the shape of the molecule? It is going to be an octahedral complex. What is the coordination number? It is 6. Because 6 ligands, each ligand is donating a pair of electron and each ligand would have undergone coordination bond formation with central metal ion, that is cobalt 3 plus. Therefore, its coordination number is going to be 6. Finally, to say that if a strong ligand is approaching, the octahedral complex formed by D6 configuration will exhibit diamagnetic property, since they will not contain any unpaired electrons. Now this is one case. Let us see for another possibility for the same ion. If it is having the approach done by the weak ligands, like the halide ligands, fluorido, chlorido, bromido, if such ligands approach the cobalt 3 plus ion, so then let us see what will happen. CO 3 plus, let me just take up the same case. Now CO 3 plus will have this as the configuration, where we find one of the d orbital is containing paired electrons and the other 4 d orbitals are containing unpaired electrons. Now, if the approach is done by weak ligands like the halide ligands, instead of these orbitals of d, electrons which are being forced for pairing up will remain as it is. Now we see or observe the participation of 4d orbitals also taking place. So 3d6 electrons remain as it is, no change. Now there is participation of 4s empty orbitals, 4p empty orbitals and 4d orbitals which are also empty. Let me just fill the electrons of d orbitals of the third energy level, 3d electrons, which will be getting filled up in 5 orbitals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. They remain as it is. Now what will happen? 4s electrons are absent, only orbital is present, because in order to form the ion, the electrons are lost from the 4s orbital. Now 4p orbitals were empty right from the beginning. Now they also will have orbitals of 4d which are also 5 in number. So there are 5 of the 4d orbitals, 3 of the 4p orbitals, 1 of the s orbital, which are all empty, of which the weak ligands, they will not touch the d orbitals, it will not force the 3d electrons to pair up, it remains as it is. Now what happens is that this 4s and all the 3 4p and 2 of the 4d orbitals will be utilized for undergoing hybridization. Now what type of hybridization will this be? S and then 3 of the p, so p3 and then 2 of the d. These are the d orbitals belonging to 4d energy level and they are not the empty orbitals of 3d energy level. Please focus, the 3d energy level in this particular case is not containing any empty orbitals. So for undergoing hybridization, there is requirement of the participation of empty orbitals, which is not there in this case from 3d. Instead, they will take the d orbitals which are empty from 4d energy level, forming sp3d2 hybridization and forming 6 sp3d2 hybridized orbitals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like this, it will result in the formation of 6 hybridized orbital, and each hybridized orbital should be called by the name as sp3d2 hybridized orbital or hybrid orbitals. Now what will happen to these hybrid orbitals? this will remain as it is. So let me just write the d electrons as it is. Where is the fifth orbital? First orbital containing paired electrons and the remaining 4 containing unpaired electrons. Now let us club all of this together. Let me just put it like this. So we have 6 orbitals which are hybrid orbitals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now each one is called sp3d2 hybrid orbital. Together orbitals. Now each one will contain a pair of electrons donated by fluorido ligand in this particular case. The example of the ligand we have taken is fluorido F minus. How many F minus would have donated these electrons? 6 of the F minus ligand would have donated 6 pairs of electrons. Now they are present in the hybrid orbitals. Now you observe that these are the electrons of 3D which are 6 in number, and these are the electrons present in the sp3d2 hybrid orbitals. We see that these orbitals of 3D contain 4 unpaired electrons. I repeat, these 3D orbitals contain 1, 2, 3, 4 unpaired electrons. Even if one unpaired electron is present, it will be exhibiting paramagnetic property. Now here we observe paramagnetic property to the extent of 4 unpaired electrons. I write this. It is going to exhibit paramagnetic property or paramagnetism. The property exhibited is paramagnetism, and they are forming outer orbital complexes. sp3d2. It is an example of outer orbital complex. D2sp3. It is an example of inner orbital complex. What is the difference in this and this? We observe. We see that here there is participation of the 2 of the d orbitals belonging to inner energy level. Here we observe participation of 2 of the d orbitals belonging to outer energy level. Therefore, the complex can be called as outer orbital complex. Here also the coordination number is going to be 6 because there are 6 fluorido ligands, each donating a lone pair of electron to the central metal atom or this ion, cobalt ion in this particular case. So therefore, the same cobalt 3+ ion can either form an inner orbital complex or an outer orbital complex as shown to you. Now, formation of inner orbital complex or an outer orbital complex is purely decided on the basis of the approaching ligand, the nature of the approaching ligand. If the ligand is having larger bond dissociation energy, then it will form inner orbital complex, and if the approaching ligand is having lower bonding energy, then they will form outer orbital complex.